Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Bill Has Opinions, the office Christmas party problem with a drinking show. I am Laura Lavoie, and this is, of course, Bill Perkins, who has opinions.
Yo ho ho!
Ho ho ho! We are. Thank you, viewer, for joining us. We are very happy to be here. We were off for 2 weeks, so
Yeah.
very, very happy to be here.
Yeah.
So how are you? How were your last 2 weeks?
They were, I don't know, they were pleasant as can be expected. I don't know. It seems like a blur. It's a long time ago. Everything's been great, I guess. No, not really. I did have we had a slight illness. I was telling Laura earlier. I think we have that. We're suffering from. There's like a Christmas tree syndrome or something. Like if you bring a live tree in your house, apparently some people are allergic to live tree.
You get the allergies.
Yeah, so a combination of the live tree and then suddenly cutting the heat on also. Just a perfect storm
a
of
firestorm of sinus issues.
So we've had some sinus issues going on in the house, but I'll tell you, I know what it's not because I got my double shot of my baby's love this week. And by that I mean I got a flu shot in one arm and a COVID shot in the other arm.
Oh, nice.
So I know what I don't have, and it's those things.
So, viewer Jay, thank you for joining us on the chat. He is building a cat tree at the moment because Jay had some exciting news.
Yeah, he got a new.
He adopted a baby kitty. Yeah, she's really pretty. By the way, if you're friends with Jay, you should see her. I believe her name is Dinah. I think that was the official.
I think
final name decision,
mm-hmm.
like Alice in Wonderland. She's super pretty. And she gets a cat tree, so obviously she's spoiled.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
People can send us stars now. Look at that.
What does that mean?
On a Facebook Live, people can send us stars, and it's like Bitcoin.
If we collect enough of them, do we get something?
Yeah, it's like Bitcoin.
Please send us all your stars.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure like 1 star is worth $0.00000001.
Yeah.
So
send us lots of stars.
Send us all the stars, and we can get paid.
Yeah,
people.
That's cool. How have you been for the last 2 weeks? You've had some exciting news.
Well, I mean, I went to New York City.
New York City,
and it was delightful. We went to New York and we did New York things, and we ate and drank a lot of stuff, and we went to a Broadway musical, which was super amazing, and it was a lot of fun. Oh, we saw the Rockefeller Christmas tree.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Did you see the Rockettes?
No.
Oh, okay.
We did not go see the Rockettes. That was actually a deliberate decision on our part.
Okay, not to see the Rockettes.
Not to see the Rockettes.
I mean, those girls worked really hard.
Sure, I have
to get into that
troupe
and kick their feet way up in the air, and it's a whole thing, a whole song and dance, if you will. At least a dance. I don't know if they sing at all, but
no, they don't. I don't think. I don't know. I didn't see it. I don't have
I don't have a clue either. Like I've only ever seen them like on the TV. I don't know what the hell they do. I know they kick. That's what I know.
Yeah. That is actually the extent of what I know.
Yeah.
And as you can see, viewer, that we have decorated the room.
Shit.
See, look at that. We put up some decoration.
She was discussing before the show how it looks like we're trying to talk to the upside down.
Yeah, I should have done like the whole ABC thing because that's kind of what it looks like, not on purpose, but that's what.
She didn't think it when it was up close. Oh, hey, Doug.
Hey.
How are you?
Hey, Doug. How are you? Yeah. So. Yes, Dead Can Dance is just like the Rockettes.
Did the Rockettes dance to Dead Can Dance?
The Dead Can Dance?
Yeah, the Dead Can dance, exactly.
Ooh, people are feisty tonight. So this is great. Keep on commenting, folks.
Yeah.
So speaking of which, we've already had some to drink. That's
true.
What we do. And it's our office Christmas party, so we pre-gamed.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's...
I meant to make photocopies of my butt for everybody, but I didn't do it yet.
Damn it. I do not have the right photocopy machine. But, so what are you drinking? What do you got?
Right now I'm drinking eggnog.
Eggnog with white rum.
With white rum, plantation rum? Is that
plantation 3-star.
Cheers.
For that. Cheers. Merry Christmas.
That's what we're having right now. I had some difficulty getting eggnog. I told Laura I had to go to 2 stores. She couldn't get eggnog, right?
I could not get eggnog.
There's a supply shortage apparently. Thanks, Biden. And
supplied. Yeah, does eggnog come in from other countries? That's my question.
it must. Like,
is it sitting on cargo ships?
We can't mix eggs and cream together in this country. Anyway, you couldn't get it, and then I went to the first grocery store, and they only had light eggnog, Lite, light.
Yeah.
Which I refuse to buy because I don't like when people spell things Lite. I think it usually sucks. It's like a thing with me. I'm like that sucks. Anything with Lit, because the only thing, like, my immediate thoughts are like light beer from Miller, or light mayo, or light FM, which is usually like a radio station that plays like the
Kenny G, really is all the light FM.
It's like the most mediocre hits of the 70s and 80s, you know. And I'm like the most middle, like it's dentist office music is what they play, you know. So it's
exactly right.
I'm like, no, fuck that. I'm not buying anything with Lite in the title.
Little Phil Collins.
I went, well, and not even the good Phil Collins. It's
dude.
like Against All Odds, not In the Air Tonight.
Well, right. So there's a certain moment in a lot of like edgy rock stars' lives where they went from edgy rock star to light adult contemporary. Yeah. Like the same as
Rod Stewart did that.
Rod Stewart, Phil Collins, Sting, they all did that. Like at some point they just became
Brian Adams was never really
Adams
hard.
was never cool.
He was never really cool. No, he's always kind of a dork. But he, he thought he was cool for a minute. I read something funny. He thought that the summer of '69 was like some clever fucking innuendo. Yeah. Like some tongue in cheek.
Because it was not written about he was like 4 in the summer of '69.
I always wondered that. I was like, isn't this guy kind of young to be thinking about? Yeah. So he meant like oral sex.
This is an innuendo.
It's like I actually when that song comes on the radio, I turn the channel. That's one of the. It's like that and fucking Bon Jovi are like two things that trigger me. Like I'll just hear that, and I'm like, all right, we're turning that. Fuck that. I can't stand that song. It's awful. I'm trying to think. Oh, you know what? The only and this is actually it is a lame song, but the only Bryan Adams song I like, because I do like. He's got a love song called "In Heaven" that I actually think it's a well-written song. Yeah. I like the writing.
Classic.
Anyway,
it's a classic jam.
Meh.
All right. Well, what else have we been drinking?
Let's move on. We pre-gamed.
Yeah, we pre-gamed because it's an office Christmas party.
Yeah, I had a Westbrook Santa Claus.
You have some opinions about this one.
Oh, it's a Christmas IPA, a hazy winter IPA. It says it's not as good as this one, Accumulation by New Belgium.
Right.
Which is slightly less hazy, I would say, and less piney.
Yeah, this one was really this one here, the holiday was.
But I did.
Really
you know what? I said I was going to dump some of it out, but I drank the whole thing.
Yeah.
So it was okay.
And then, but Bill also brought me a stout season, which I have been drinking nothing but stouts, and it was very tasty.
Did you like it?
I did. I liked it a lot.
So speaking of, I pulled your name in the office Secret Santa, and I got you this.
Oh, what beer to drink when it's cold outside? It's my favorite kind of beer. Oh, it's a dark lager. That's fancy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you like that?
It's a rich and roasty black lager brewed with spicy Saaz hops.
And check this out. I got myself one too.
What?
Yeah.
See, I was going to drink this, but now I'm not going to drink this. And also because I didn't pull your name for the Secret Santa. So.
Oh, okay. Well, somebody else must have got me.
But that's all right because
that's how Secret Santa works.
Exactly. And we've got some other surprises up our sleeves.
Anyway,
up here before the end of the show. So
yeah, we're both gonna have. I mean, I'm already drinking the eggnog.
I'm gonna finish my eggnog.
Well, I'm gonna finish my eggnog, but I'm gonna go ahead and pour this beer because
I mean, it is a beer to drink when it's cold outside.
And it is cold. Well,
it was not today. It was like 60 degrees. No, we talked about this morning. Well, earlier.
Earlier, we were talking about how we're in the time of year where we're around these parts. It's 26 in the morning and 69 in the afternoon.
Yeah, it was kind of insane. Like I had to go to the grocery store this morning and I turned my car on like 10 minutes before I left so it could, defrost because I was like, I'm not scraping my car.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's not something I'm doing. So and then I bundled up and I went to the grocery store, which I don't even have to get out of my car because I do the curbside pickup.
Oh, okay.
But still, I'm like in my mittens and my hats.
Yeah, it was cold. It was chilly this morning, but then by this afternoon, I went to leave, and I came in tonight, and I did not have this flannel shirt on.
This swanky flannel shirt?
She asked me, like, what did you do with flannel? I'm like, well, it was too warm when I left the house to put this on, so
yeah.
There you go. Like, that's the kind of crazy weather we're having in these parts right about now.
See, wait, if we were on the early Today Show, it'd be like, and now here's the weather in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, it's true. And I don't know what it is in your neck of the woods, but
because we are not weathermen.
That's true. I have no earthly idea what it's doing in Ohio or Michigan, for those of you watching. But I hope.
I mean, considering you're all from Ohio or Michigan, because
we got the greater Midwest area.
We have pretty much that's the extent of our viewership. You all came from the Midwest, and apparently it sucks. As it turns out, I also came from the Midwest, so I can totally commiserate, and that's why I moved out. Also, don't forget to hit these stars. Like, they make me really excited. Please hit a star. Like, I want to hit a star just to see what happens. Yeah, it will be awful until May. So the year that I moved out of Michigan, we put our house on the market on April 1st, and overnight there was a blizzard. And so then the guy came out to take pictures of our house, and it was just like, it was April 2nd, and it was just snow covered. And I'm like, it looks like this house has been on the market for 4 months. This is not right.
Did you wait 2 weeks to take the picture?
Well, no, but we actually did sell the house in like 2 weeks, so that was fine. Okay. And then we moved the fuck to Georgia.
I mean, I guess the people who bought it knew what the fucking weather was there,
Hopefully.
right?
Hopefully. I believe they did buy the house because, like, the husband got a job in Dearborn, Michigan, because that's where Ford World headquarters is. So maybe they didn't know what it was, but we got the hell out of there and moved to Georgia. So, and I will never, ever,
all right.
ever
I gotta say, when you finally do open your beer, this is a really good beer.
All right.
You're gonna like it.
I'm excited, but I still got my nog. But
you have your nog. I will say that last swig of nog. Oh my god!
Really boozy?
No, it wasn't actually. It was. I tasted more creamy than boozy.
Okay, all right.
Which I was like, but delicious. I love how creamy. And yeah, this is why I didn't buy the light nog, is because I said to Laura earlier. I said, to me, eggnog is just fat and sugar stirred together in a thing. So, like, to make it light seems like what the hell are you even doing?
Why even bother? Why even bother drinking egg yolks?
Don't drink eggnog. If you're on a diet, like maybe like, I don't know, go into a coma for December.
Yeah. I didn't used to like eggnog. Like, I only started liking eggnog in the last couple of years. Because I thought I was grossed out by it. Like, it's made
the idea of it sounds disgusting, but then you put rum in it and you're like, oh, it's not so bad.
I sprinkled a little nutmeg on it.
And that really did set it off.
It really does. It's a delightful addition.
Yes.
All right, so normally at this point of the show, we do a monologue.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess it is our office Christmas party, which we did also host last year, although last year we were virtual.
Yeah, we were actually in different offices.
Yeah, there was a pandemic. You were actually in a literal office.
I was in my literal office because I knew I would have a decent internet connection.
That's right. That's right.
Unlike my house.
I haven't had a real office in 10 years, so this is kind of my office. Or my office is 3 feet that way. So...
okay, so let's talk about office parties for a second.
Let's do that.
I've had good ones and I've had bad ones. I've been to several that I thought were like lame as fuck, and I got out, like, I basically made an appearance,
right,
and then took off because it was lame. And I gotta say, my current company, if they were to have a Christmas party, which they're not, thankfully, I'm sure it would be lame as fuck, and I would not want to go to it, but I would probably show up out of obligation and make an appearance and then disappear.
Sure.
And that has been the case at previous places I've worked. But the place I worked 2 places ago used to throw pretty decent office parties, I will say. They used to go to, it was always at a brewery or bar or something, and we'd have karaoke and stuff. I know I actually sent Laura a video last week because she was doing the whole Whamageddon thing.
Yeah, I wasn't doing it this year. Not seriously.
Not seriously. But I sent her a video because it popped up in my Facebook remembrances thing. And apparently a couple years ago at my office Christmas party, I sang Last Christmas. on karaoke
which is awesome.
over at Twin Leaf Brewery or something like that.
But yes, but fun fact, even if I were doing Whamageddon, wouldn't count.
It wouldn't count.
No, because remixes and covers are okay.
Okay.
So.
Well, there you go.
That's good to go.
But it was still fun, wasn't it? Like, you enjoyed it.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, yeah. Absolutely. I enjoyed listening to the song as much as I enjoy not listening to the song. So I'm perfectly happy with any of the options.
The fun fact about that particular Christmas party, I was already fired, but I didn't know it yet.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh,
They didn't fire me until after New Year's. They waited until January 2nd to let me know I was let go, which actually I have to say that was pretty kind.
Yeah, I mean, that is. I remember a friend of ours, we were a few years ago, they were working at a restaurant not far from here, and we were in Michigan for Christmas, and we got a text from her that said, yeah, I went to work today, the door was locked. Restaurant closed. Merry Christmas. So she lost her, it was 3 days before Christmas.
That's bullshit. And so I do appreciate, and I said this about it, I think at the time even, that I appreciated that they
I don't know this person, but thanks.
Yeah, whoever Emerald Cooper is, thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
and
I don't know what that means, but hey, we'll take it. Welcome. So see, they let you enjoy your last Christmas.
And they did, yeah.
They did indeed.
And I did enjoy it. Thank you very much. It was a good time. And they had a really good catering truck outside the brewery that night. Actually that particular truck, I've actually caught it a second time over at the what's the brewery over in Mills River? The
Burning Blush?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I had some food from that same truck recently, back during the summer.
I don't know which to drink.
Well, finish your nog and then switch. And then have you had a sip of that one?
I had a sip.
What'd you think?
It was good. It tasted really smoky compared to that, but I don't think it actually is.
It's a little smoky.
A little smoky, but I think it was just exacerbated by the
sweetness of the cream.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
All right. What else we got on the agenda then?
Well, no, my Christmas party, the last time I had a real job, because I don't have, I have a job. I have a real job, but it's just, I work for me. So I throw Christmas parties all the time, and they're great because I'm the boss. But yeah, my last company.
Every day's a Christmas party.
Every day. The last time I worked for a corporation company, they did it up. We did 2 parties a year. We did a summer party, an overnight summer party retreat kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And then we would do a Christmas party every year. And usually it was it was off the charts. We'd go and there'd be an open bar. And I mean, we weren't that big a company either. So people would get sloppy, super sloppy. And it was exactly those kinds of parties. And I would say I miss them, except I don't, because I'm glad I don't work for that kind of company anymore. But they were a sight to behold, that's for sure. And often they were super fancy, we'd all get all gussied up and go out to the party.
Yeah. Well, that's nice. It's nice to have somewhere to dress up sometimes. I've been on this jag lately where I've been kind of into very dapper. I've been purchasing a lot of dapper clothes. And then whenever I do, my wife's like, where are you going to wear that? And I'm like, fuck, I don't know. We've never
wear it anywhere. I'll wear it everywhere. I'll wear it all the time.
I mean, I did buy a new suit this year. Well, I didn't buy it. My mother bought it for me. We were out shopping, and my mother was. I saw a blue suit that I liked.
Blue suit.
Classy. Yeah, a nice somewhere in between navy and royal. Whatever that shade is, right in between navy and royal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of slate blue.
Yeah.
And we were actually at a fancier department store when I saw it, and it was a Kenneth Cole suit. And she's like, I'll buy that for you if you really like it. And I was like, no, man, no, don't buy me I said, I tell you what, if you want to buy me a suit, that's great. I said, let's walk down to H&M and I'll let you buy me one down there. And she could buy me the entire suit for what the jacket cost at the department store, the Kenneth Cole jacket.
Right.
And it looks who gives a shit, right?
Right.
Nobody comes over to you and opens it up and goes, what's this? You know, I look just as good in the
I hope not, because if somebody did, I'd punch them.
Right? Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck are you touching
Nobody
me?
cares.
Why are you touching
Nobody
me?
cares what you're wearing.
All right.
Like, I mean, unless you're on the red carpet, they might be like, "Hey, what are you wearing?" And I'd be like, "Fucking H&M, man," because I'm not a chump.
I'm not a chump. All right. Well, let's see. Who do we want
Anyway, I got the whole. Anyway, well, sorry, my mother bought the whole suit for $93. Is what I'm trying to.
Nice, not bad.
That's the point I'm trying to make. And the very next week, me and my wife were going to that. You know that traveling Van Gogh.
It's
multimedia thing. We went to that, and I put the suit on, and she was like, "You're overdressed for this," and I was like, "Where the fuck am I going to wear this suit?"
There's no such thing as overdressed. Wear a suit everywhere. It's fine. All right. So I don't really have a good station break. We normally do a station break at this point in time, where we
talk about
our friends, do a thing,
who's selling a thing, but it's too late to order for Christmas.
It really is. So hey, let's. I will post this here.
Yeah, let's do that. We've been talking about this.
Well, he just
he filed this week.
He just filed this week. So our friend Joe Bowman is running for district attorney. This is not an official endorsement, other than we just like Joe. So
I mean, yeah, I think Joe's a nice guy, and I think he's a fair-minded. You know what? Here's the thing I'll say about Joe. Me and Joe had our disagreements politically, even, you know, but I think he's the kind of person who he's not set in his ways to the point where he can't hear your side.
Yeah,
and his opinion is able to evolve. And I've heard him say something where we had an argument about it, and then 2 years later we had the discussion about the same issue, and his opinion had evolved.
Sure.
And I felt like, wow, that's, you know, I mean, as adults, we have a tendency to get very set in our ways, right? And I'm guilty of it too. And so I appreciate that about Joe. Joe's a really nice guy. He will bend over backwards for people that he knows, and
yes.
or people he doesn't know. Honestly,
that's true. Which is a good thing in a district attorney.
It's a good quality.
Yeah.
And like I said, he's open to having his mind changed, and so I appreciate that in him. Now I don't happen to live in Buncombe County. I would vote for him in a heartbeat.
Fair. Yeah.
I don't live in the county he's running in, but I would throw my weight behind him, you know.
Hey, I mean, I have donated to candidates in Kentucky.
Oh, sure, yeah,
and
I'll do that too.
Georgia. So.
I did spend some money on a candidate in South Carolina last election, and Georgia, I think, yeah, because I was like, well, I feel strongly about this. So yeah.
It's the least toxic endorsement in history of politics. Yeah. Yay. So yeah, vote for that guy if you can, or not. Whatever you choose. Whatever. It's all for you. All right. So let's move on. So here's the question. Here's our time frame. We've got a bunch of icebreakers, which we can get to eventually.
Okay.
But we also need to discuss, because we had a homework a few weeks ago.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Where we each watched each other's favorite version of A Christmas Carol.
Right.
So we're going to discuss that. And then we also have the White Elephant gift exchange.
Oh, that's true.
So which should we start with? Do you want to talk Christmas Carol, or do you want to exchange gifts?
Let's just do the gift thing and get it out of the way.
All right. So White Elephant gifts, right? Like everybody knows the premise, right?
Yeah, we have to draw a number first, don't we?
Yeah. Okay. My number is 2.
Okay.
All right. So grab a gift out of the pile. There's a pile of gifts on the table.
Wow.
We should have wrapped like 3 random.
We should have, just to make it like more of a surprise.
But instead, we have 2 gifts, one for each of us.
What's the deal with the ornament over there?
Well, because one of the questions on the icebreakers, I found a bunch of office icebreaker games.
Oh, okay.
Then one was, what is your favorite Christmas ornament?
Okay.
So I brought mine to show you.
Well, you didn't tell me about that ahead of time.
I sent you this entire list.
Did you? Oh.
I totally say.
Well, I should have brought my favorite ornament. But hey, this might be my new favorite ornament.
All right. Well, you can either keep it or you can trade it. That's.
Well, here's the thing: is I know what the trade is because we've only got two things on the table. So this is a blown glass ornament of Christmas ale. It says a 6-pack of Christmas ale, which I think is fucking lovely. I love it. I love it almost as much as my favorite ornament, which is last year I bought a blown glass ornament of Karl Lagerfeld holding his cat, which we'll post on our board later.
We will indeed.
But anyway, I bought that last year. Someone sent a picture of it. I guess my wife must have told them that I was really into Karl Lagerfeld, and someone sent it to my wife, and I went down to the place where they saw it and purchased it like the next day. I was like, I have to have this. It's fucking awesome. But this is also fucking awesome because it's a 6-pack of Christmas, nondescript Christmas ale.
Yeah, it appears to be German because the bottles are green.
They are green bottles,
so
which
that's
tells me it's not a very good Christmas ale.
Yeah, but you also have to hang that on the top of your tree so toddlers don't break it.
That's true.
So
yeah.
It's not the most blown glass.
I think it's blown plastic.
It's blown plastic.
Which is even better.
It makes it even funnier.
I love it. No, it looks like glass, but it's not. Awesome.
I have picked my gift out of the center of the. All right, let's see if I keep this or if I want to trade it. Shall we?
You told me.
I did.
You told me to grab some random shit.
And I thank you.
And I grabbed the random shit.
You did. Because this is nothing. You can't plug anything in with this anymore.
It's a 2003. A 2003 iPod plug.
I think that you're laughing so you literally can't talk. You are correct. Yeah, I would trade it, but I don't think the recipient of the other gift would. This is fantastic. I'm very, very happy with this. This is exactly what a white elephant is for. We're just going to wrap that back up and put that over here. Jesus Christ. I hope that everybody else's white elephant experience is better than ours. Although you made out fairly well. You got yourself a nice ornament.
I'm fairly happy.
I can make Bill laugh so hard that he can no longer speak. I think that's actually I think Bill made himself laugh so hard that he could no longer speak.
Well, to be fair, I'm a little tipsy.
We've had a fair amount of beer already.
And
rum. Which is usually a bad idea, but
yeah.
I'm not gonna have any more rums. So.
No, me neither.
It's fair. All right, let's get into the meat of the thing.
Sure.
Because this conversation could take a little while.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we gave ourselves homework a couple weeks ago when we each said that we had a favorite version of A Christmas Carol.
Right.
And I won't say that. I had seen your version. It just had been a couple decades.
Right.
And you had never seen the version that I love.
No.
Right?
I had not.
So the comparison became we were going to do homework and we were going to each watch the other person's favorite adaptation. Mine being, of course, A Muppet Christmas Carol, which came out in 1993. Mm-hmm. And your choice was Scrooge.
Was it 93? Wow.
It was,
okay.
Yeah. And your choice was Scrooged, which came out in 1988.
Right.
Muppet Christmas Carol came out as the first project after the death of Jim Henson.
I didn't remember how long ago Jim Henson had died. I noticed that there was a lot of, at the beginning when I was watching the credits, that it was like in memory of Jim Henson and all this. And I was like, wow, okay. So I thought it was more recent than that because time does weird things to people, you know. But I have to say, I really enjoyed it.
Yay.
Aside from the part that you probably really enjoyed.
Which is that it's a musical?
Like, I feel like musical asides. I like a musical when it's purposefully written as a musical, but I don't like it when they take a regular story and decide to, like, mix it up by making it a musical. Like let's just interject a bunch of songs in here into this regular story.
Which, that said, which Muppet movie has not been a musical? Like, they're all musicals.
It's
Every
true.
Muppet movie is a musical.
It is. I've only seen a couple. I've only seen the first Muppet movie and Muppets Take Manhattan.
Muppets Take Manhattan is my second favorite Muppet movie.
That's probably the only, up to this point, that's probably the only two I've seen. So I'm not a huge Muppet movie watcher. But
all right, but Doug, we're gonna get back to this comment in a second when I talk about Scrooge. So yes, so ultimately you liked it.
I did like it a lot, and you're right. It's a pretty faithful adaptation to the novel. Aside from the songs and the making Marley into two people, who was they used
they used Stadler and Waldorf
as the Marleys,
right? But here's my favorite.
But it's okay.
It's also my favorite joke in the entire movie. That is my favorite joke because it's Jacob and Robert Marley.
Right, Bob. I got it, Bob Marley. Yeah, I get it. I got the joke when I heard it, and I was like, haha, very funny. But it was actually I will say I was actually moved. So the guy playing Scrooge is
the guy, yeah, Ebenezer Scrooge is Michael Caine.
Michael Caine, who I love in everything he's fucking in. Okay, first off, but he's got the scene with Tiny Tim. He's so moved.
Right.
He's so moved.
He's
like you actually get teared up like watching him. Like, oh my god, like he's already like, I don't need to talk to another ghost. I'm already over this shit. Like I'm done being mean.
Yeah.
I'll change my ways already. And they're like, nope, sorry, dude. That's not the deal. There's 3 ghosts.
That's the one. That's what you get to do. And like the best part about that, right? It's Michael Caine and his relatives are the only human beings in the entire movie. Everybody else is
a Muppet.
It's a Muppet. So he's responding that way to fucking Robin.
But by the way, Robin and Robin's brilliant in every scene he's ever been in anything with the Muppets, right? Am I right? He's always.
I love me some Robin.
I don't know why. And we're talking Robin. Robin is Kermit's nephew.
Nephew
in the Muppet Show.
In the Muppet universe, he's Kermit's nephew. But
he plays Tiny Tim in this, and he's just fucking. I mean, he's just brilliant. I don't know, like it really does. It gets you, But also, like I say, it gets you because Michael Caine is so moved by it. Like
Michael Caine is a friend of ours. I would actually right now, Michael Caine, please make an adaptation of a Christmas Carol because I want to see that
with some sort of puppets. That would be better.
Well, and like severed heads and just in lasers,
yeah,
like that.
Yeah, crazy shit. Yeah,
that's what Michael Caine would make. But yes, Michael Caine. But yes, I am very glad you enjoyed it.
I did enjoy it. I found it a pleasurable watch. Like I said, I could have done without the musical numbers. But aside from that, it was really good.
Yeah, the musical numbers make it for me, though.
I know. I knew as soon as I texted her as soon as I got the first
I know why you like
this. I said, I know why you like this. And don't get me wrong. We're gonna have eventually. We're gonna have to have an episode about musical theater. We'll talk about it. And it's not that I hate theater. It's not that I hate musical theater. I do. I like what I like. But Christmas Carol didn't need to be musical theater to me.
I disagree. I think the Muppets. I think that's what makes it. Also, I do have to say. So while we're on a Muppet Christmas Carol at this point, the comedy stylings of Gonzo and Rizzo as the quote narrators. Gonzo actually plays Charles Dickens.
Right.
So, and every time they need to do a narration, and a lot of it's straight out of the book. Gonzo straight mans this.
Yeah.
But then he's with Rizzo the rat, and who does not straight
right.
man. He's the foil, and it's freaking hilarious.
They were hilarious. I don't like the part how they ducked out during the the Christmas future. They were just like, this is too scary.
Yeah, no, we're out.
This is too scary. We're ducking out. We'll see you at the end.
There's one of my favorite lines in any movie ever was light the lamp, not the rat. Light the lamp, not the rat. And it's just so funny because he lights Rizzo's tail, and I think it's hilarious. It's just hilarious. Oh wait, here it is. Wait, yes, light the lamp, not the rat. Somebody. Exactly. It's comedy gold. Comedy gold. Yeah, but the only reason they did the Marleys as two, as the Marleys, they had to use Stadler and Walt.
I got it. I know. I get why they did it. But I just was like, that was really the only departure from the book.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's pretty
straightforward. That and the music were the only two things where they went wackadoo on it. I love this. I will say this: this movie and the Disney version are
the Mickey Christmas Carol
are the only two where they got the door knocker part. Which I used to always give props to the Disney version for that too. Mm-hmm. I believe Goofy is Marley.
Goofy is and he's the door. Yeah, when you stopped texting me at that moment. I was like, either that's good or bad. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but like he started texting me while he was watching it. I was like, I see why you like this movie. And then he's like, and I said, all I'll say is it's a faithful adaptation. He's like, well, they did the door knocker scene. And I was going to say, well, so did Mickey's Christmas Carol. Because that's like the one image that sticks in my mind is Goofy as the door knocker.
Up to this point, that was the only one I'd ever seen that did the door knocker scene from the book. Like all the other adaptations,
the George C. Scott version.
I guess I haven't seen that one, so I appreciate that. Thank you, Jay.
Yeah.
I never saw the Kevin Picard version.
I did see. I think I saw it a few years ago. I'm pretty sure it's fairly faithful, but I didn't. It didn't have enough music. Like
there was no
songs. Like on my Christmas playlist. Like, I've got 4 or 5 songs from The Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh, wow.
Because I freaking love that movie.
You love it.
I love the songs.
Obviously, you love it.
I love the songs.
I think it only had about 6 songs, honestly.
Just One More Sleep Till Christmas. I mean, it's just a quality song right there.
Okay.
It's a quality song. All right,
so moving on.
So I had the task of watching the 1988 Scrooged, starring Bill Murray. So I had seen it before, but I probably hadn't seen it since, like, 1989.
Right.
So
it's been a while. You haven't seen it every Christmas.
Not every Christmas.
Okay.
By no means had I seen it every Christmas. So here's what I have to say about that. We watched it just the other day, and it was quite good. Like it was tolerable. It wasn't so with one single exception. Like here's what I was worried about was that it wouldn't hold up. Like it would be too dated. Or they would be super offensive because it was made in the 80s and everything was offensive. That's what I was worried about. For the most part, it was fine. There were a few maybe off-color sexist jokes, but nothing too terrible.
I mean, the people at home would want to see her nipple.
Well,
right?
yes, that's what he says. Yes, indeed. The only thing I took exception with, and the sad part is in 1988, it was still a comedy thing, and today it's not, is the workplace shooting. Where Buckhead Foley comes in and starts shooting up the place.
Yeah.
Like, that felt a little wrong to me now. Which, in 88, that was still considered comedy. But now it was
so out of the ordinary that it would, I get that.
But now there have been, school shootings on the regular, including one 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. You totally,
shootings.
expect now that when you, part of firing an employee is the expectation that they might clock back in.
There's now a word for it. You're going postal. Like there's a word for it.
Right.
Because we made it a joke so many years ago. So I did not love that, and I did not think that held up. But it was a product of its time, so I understood why it was like that. But I didn't love it. But otherwise, surprisingly, I was surprised at how faithful to the story it was. It had all the beats, all the important beats, but just with Bill Murray instead. And a modern version. So I thought it was a good movie to watch. I didn't mind it.
So some of my favorite parts for a minute. David Johansen from the New York Dolls as the Ghost of Christmas Past.
Yes.
First off, that part. And then the scene that he leads into, which is the gift that Frank Cross receives when he's 4 years old.
Yes.
Which is his father brings him 5 pounds of veal. and he goes, but I wanted a choo-choo train. And his dad goes, well, then go out and get a job and buy yourself a choo-choo train.
But he's only 4.
Oh, all day long I hear why people can't work. My legs hurt. My back hurts. I'm only 4. The sooner he learns life isn't handed to him on a silver platter, the better. I just always I don't know why I just love that whole scene.
Also, so I'm watching the movie, right? And one of the first scenes is a very young Alfre Woodard. And I was like, holy shit, like, what movie has she not been in?
Right?
Like, there's no movie she's not been in. And I was like, is that Alfre Woodard? She's just a baby.
Yeah.
Come What?
Yeah, I think it still holds up. Aside from the shoot,
That is the one part I
the
took
shooting
exception
thing,
with. I mean, a few
which I'm sorry, we don't want to
sexist
scare
things,
the dickens out of
but
people.
we do not want to scare the dickens out of people. I did like the montage about. Also, I loved the fact that throughout the movie, never once, even though this is not necessary because it's been in public domain forever, which is the entire reason they could make the movie, that they never once referred to it as A Christmas Carol. They called it Charles Dickens Scrooge.
Right.
It's never been called Scrooge. Like, that's not the name of it.
Yeah.
It's never been called that.
But I think it's a pretty faithful adaptation, and it's funny, and I like it. I don't know.
I wasn't mad that I watched it.
Okay,
That's what I would say.
I actually watched it again the other night too. Because I had watched your movie already, and I was looking for things to watch, and I was trying to find a Christmas movie. I was home by myself, and I was trying to find a Christmas movie to watch, but I didn't want to watch something that my wife would want to watch because I
get that instinct. I get it.
So I'm like, yeah, she won't care about Scrooge. That's always my thing. I want to watch Scrooge, so I'll watch it by myself. So,
well, I'm gonna have to watch
All
Christmas Carol again. We usually watch Christmas Carol, Muppet Christmas Carol every couple of years. The one movie, what I will say, we will watch every year is Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, which is not an adaptation of A Christmas Story. It's actually an adaptation of the
Gift of the Magi. Yeah.
So exciting news, folks. I mean, also it's a musical because it's Jim Henson, right? But it's amazing. It's incredible. Watch it. It's on Amazon Prime. If you've never seen it, watch it.
Why is it on Amazon Prime and not on Disney Plus?
Because Disney does not own that part of Jim Henson Company.
Weird.
They also don't own Labyrinth or Dark Crystal.
Okay.
Just the Muppets and Sesame. They don't even own Sesame Street. Just the
official Muppets. So that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Just the Muppets themselves. So Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. This year, I was super sad for a second, but then I was super happy again because there's a theater in New York that is doing a live adaptation, live but with puppets, like I said, people. Okay. They're actually doing puppeteering of A Muppet Christmas Carol, and it started the day we left New York.
The Muppet Christmas Carol or Emmett Otter?
Sorry, Emmett Otter. Yeah, I'm drunk. Emmett Otter, and it left the day that we left, or it started the day we left. I'm like, oh man. But then I learned that the theater is offering it streaming starting on the 17th. So I'm going to fucking watch that shit.
Oh, nice.
So that's what we're going to watch this year. We usually watch the real movie, but we're going to watch that. And it's not even a movie. It's like a 41
So what's your favorite song from Emmett Otter?
Oh, man, that's a hard question. I really think I have to go with the quintessential song, like the ending song, the mashup of Brothers and the song that Ma Otter sang. So it's you know what? No, I take that back. Mountain of Where the River Meets the Sea. That's my favorite song.
I would say Barbecue.
Well, I mean, that makes sense.
Because it's about barbecue.
I like that you love it. I like that you love the River Bottom Nightmare Band.
They're kind of awesome. There's a fucking snake that plays the guitar. How does that even happen?
That's true. That's fair. But I love that he's playing it like a slide guitar. He's like up and down the thing. It's so funny.
He's a rattlesnake playing the guitar.
Yeah, but in the end, it's okay because in the end, Emmett and his jug band and Ma Otter, they get a show at the local pub. So fuck the River Bottom Nightmare Band. The River Bottom Nightmare Band can go fuck themselves.
Hey. That's not right. They're just trying to make a living too.
Are they? They're bullies.
I don't know.
They totally rolled through town and bullied the shit out of the music store and then bullied the shit out of the jug band. Yeah, the Nightmare Band can fuck right off. That's what I have to say about that.
All right.
They're not the heroes of that story.
Okay.
All right, okay.
Let's move on. We got a lot of stuff to cover.
We do. We haven't covered any of them.
No.
Do we want to talk about bad Christmas music, Christmas drinks, or some of these questions?
All of it.
Okay, all right.
Let's get on it.
Bad Christmas music.
Bad Christmas music.
One earlier
Yeah.
today.
Oh my God. There's a song called Hey Santa by the Wilson sisters, who is half of Wilson Phillips, or 2/3 of Wilson Phillips.
2/3, yes.
And Jesus Christ, all the song says is "Hey Santa, hey Santa, hey Santa, hey Santa, hey Honestly, I don't think I've ever heard this on the FM radio. I only ever hear it when I'm at the mall. Like this is a total retail hell song. But I hear it maybe once a year because I'm at a store and I'm like, Jesus Christ, does this song have any lyrics besides "Hey Santa"?
Hey Santa. Yeah, no, that's exact. You are correct.
That's
you
all
are
it
100%
says.
correct.
It's awful, but somehow or another, these people made money off this shit. And I gotta say, this is one of the things, like, love or hate holiday music. This is one of the things I love about holiday music. Is I want to back up and tell a story for a second. The bass player for the Waitresses,
right,
wrote the song "Christmas Rapping." Okay, the Waitresses had 2 fucking hit songs. One is "Christmas Rapping" and one is "I Know What Boys Like." Right.
Right.
I imagine the lead singer maybe wrote "I Know What Boys Like," but the bass player wrote "Christmas Rapping," and he has lived off of the fucking royalties from Christmas Rapping every year since the 1970s. He gets a check every January for $50,000, which is just fucking enough money to live off. It's like he's not rich, but it's enough money to live off.
It's a full-time job for a lot of people,
right? Yeah, shit. I don't make much more than that, and so I've been infatuated with that idea. I've actually been working trying to write that Christmas hit for that fucking reason. I want to write one good Christmas song because I think I could retire off of it, because I heard the story of the bass player from the Waitresses writing. Anyway, so that's the thing. So Christmas music it's very polarizing. I will say there's good stuff, and there's bad stuff. There's songs I really fucking love, and there's songs I hate, and then there's songs that are good songs, but they're good songs by the first person who recorded them. Or maybe a person recorded it and made it a good song, and then after that, like, there's no point in continuing to record it. To that end, sorry, I heard today on the radio U2's version of "Merry Christmas, Baby Please Come Home."
Yeah, "Baby Please Come Home."
Off of, I think one of the.
It was one of the very special Christmases. Yeah.
All right, but fuck that, because as much it's a good song.
I love the U2 version.
Sorry, it's a good song when the Ronettes did it. It's not a good version when the U2 did it.
The U2. You sound like a dad. The U2.
The U2.
No.
Fuck them.
The first version I ever heard was the U2 version because I listened to the very special Christmas album. I fucking love the U2 version.
I'm sorry, you can't top the Ronettes. They had the fucking wall of sound. They had the drums and the reverb. I don't. Sorry, if the Ronettes did, and also. If you're interested in reading about Christmas music or learning about Christmas music, there's a really good tutorial somewhere on YouTube. This guy talks about why "All I Want for Christmas" by Mariah Carey, why it works, and it's basically formulaic.
Sure, yeah.
But he talks about how it kind of it taps into both White Christmas and also the Ronettes. It borrows these things. And mixes them together into this perfect stew of something that just is fucking outstanding. And I don't love the Mariah Carey song, but I get I love reading or watching this music theorist talk about it, why it works. And I was like, damn, that's some heavy shit. And I've kind of tried to think about that in my pursuit of writing the perfect Christmas song to retire on. Anyway.
All right, but Doug's comment actually fits in with one of your next thoughts. I hope Frozen can somehow be erased from society before "Let It Go" is accepted as a Christmas song. So that relates to one of your points you made earlier today about hearing songs that aren't Christmas songs that are made into Christmas songs.
Oh my God.
Shit. Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen, who was Jewish.
Right. Leonard Cohen. So I happened to be flipping the radio station yesterday, and I passed a version of Hallelujah, which I just heard the first couple of notes on the piano, and I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, this sounds cool." And then I heard them start singing, and I was like, and they said I heard there was, but then they changed it. And it was about Christmas, and I was like, "Motherfucker, what the fuck are they doing? They're ruining this goddamn song," And I was so mad, and so that's the thing. I won't have I fucking turned the station. That was like Bon Jovi coming on to me. I was like, fuck that. We're not listening to that shit. You're not gonna ruin fucking Leonard Cohen for me. No. Good day.
Good day, sir. Good day, sir. But that brought up several times this season I have heard, much like "Let It Go," which is not a Christmas song, several times this season I have heard people perform or put on their albums Holiday by Madonna. As they don't change the song. It's just on their Christmas album. And I'm like, what fresh hell is this? Like, that's like, you might as well record the Go-Go's Vacation and say it's a Christmas song. Like, this is not a Christmas, it just happens to be called Holiday. It has nothing to do with Christmas. There are plenty of holidays. Oh my God. Yeah, no, I hear you about the don't make a Christmas song a Christmas song. Unless it actually mentions Christmas.
And to be fair, like Jingle Bells was written as a Thanksgiving song, and it's become a Christmas song because I guess it doesn't snow at Thanksgiving anymore.
The war on Christmas is here. Pick your sides. Pick your presents. Prepare for battle. Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
the war on Christmas is here. Happy holidays, motherfuckers.
I honestly believe that Christmas music should come on between December 20th and December 26th, and that's it. Like, that's your fucking window. Like, if I didn't hear it the rest of the year, aside from like 6 days, that'd be perfect.
Nah, man, I put it on. I put it on starting the day after Thanksgiving, and it does not stop.
No, it's too early. It fucking pisses me off. And especially the place.
Yes, this is true. They turned 867 8675309 into a Christmas song.
What?
It is on my, it's Santa, I've got your number.
What the fuck?
I have this on my Christmas mix because I thought it was hilarious.
Dumb as shit.
Santa, I got your number. Yeah, I think it's fucking hilarious. That one I'll take.
Huh.
I will take that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Where else are we at? What do we got to talk
let's
about?
see. We got 10 minutes. Christmas drinks. Well, we already talked about them.
Well, we talked about some of them. We talked about nog and we talked about our Christmassy beers.
Oh, we did not talk about
all the other.
We didn't talk about the O Tannenbaum.
Oh my God! So a couple years ago, we were at a Christmas party that we attend.
A fucked up Christmas party, like it's all about. It's called Swanky, and it's all about booze.
Well,
like,
it's about booze and it's about dressing up. It's about like wearing that suit that you buy that you can't wear anywhere.
And it's always a theme. Like there's a theme every year, but you can also just dress swanky because it's called Swanky.
Right. So but it's an opportunity to wear your tuxedo and your fancy dress.
Yes.
Yes. And so we would go to this thing, and they have an open bar. And I'm mostly a beer drinker. I don't really drink a lot of liquor drinks. So I usually bring a bomber of some beer or something with me because otherwise,
Otherwise, all you got to drink is liquor.
And I get into trouble that way.
Which, hence, the first Swanky we went to where Phil got in trouble.
Yeah. So we made up this drink, though, called the O Tannenbaum. And it was gin, which has like a Christmassy tree type of taste. Right, you got the
junipers, you got that piney flavor.
And it's got cranberry juice, and it's got
peppermint
schnapps. Yeah. So we were trying to put all the Christmassy flavors together.
Which, by the way, doesn't work.
And I feel like we had two versions of this because we had another one we called like the Royal Tannenbaum.
Yeah, what did we like?
Which was it was like a one-up on that one.
Yeah, like we put Kahlua in it.
I don't know what the fuck we did.
I don't know.
I don't even remember it because I ended up puking my brains out that night. Honestly, the reason I puked was because I'm a beer drinker and I'll pregame with beer, and then we get to the party, and then I drink my bomber, and then there's nothing else to drink. Everybody's like, "Hey, we're all drinking. Have the drink," And I'm like, okay,
and
fuck
we
it.
made this shitty drink alcohol.
And honestly, I can't even drink. I can't even smell gin anymore without getting ill because of this. But we were driving home. I was taking an Uber home. I remember, and I remember we took a curve, and I sighed. and we had the best Uber driver because she was like, "I'm pulling over." Like she knew that sigh. When you go,
just. Did not.
She's
in the
like,
car.
Okay, that guy's about to fucking puke.
Yeah.
She knew.
You puke out here.
She pulled over on the side of the road, and I puked on my shoes out on the side of the highway. And anyway.
See, yeah, beer before liquor.
Yeah.
Liquor before beer, you're in the clear. I agree. And then beer before liquor, though, man. Yeah, I agree.
Actually, I just have learned not to mix up shit in general. Like, just do it. Leave with who you came with.
Except
that's my policy.
Because I gave him rum.
Well, okay, but this is. I will say if you have like one, but I mean, I might probably have like a pinch of rum. Like,
I did put just.
Yeah, it's okay. Like you can have like the one shot, a little shot of tequila maybe in the middle, but for the most part, I feel like leave with who you came with is my policy.
That's fair.
That's what I usually say, and then I'm okay.
Also, long before you got in the Uber to go home, this was my favorite part of the night. So it's in a house. So we say open bar, but it's literally just a table with alcohol on it. So in this house, it's not a big house, but it has this massive
three or four bedroom, maybe
rancher.
Yeah.
And so one of the bedrooms is usually the coat room.
Right, that's the one we were in.
And you went to at one point you went to the coat room and you were laying on the bed with all the coats.
I wasn't laying. I was sitting on it.
No, you were laying on it.
Was I?
Because then city councilman.
Yeah.
Gordon.
I remember that, and I had to look because I remember at some point I was looking at the wall and I was like, the room's fucking like spinning. And I'm like, well, this is not good. Like, I don't feel good. No.
Gordon came in and he put his arm around you and was talking you down.
Yeah,
he was petting your head. He's like, are you going to be okay?
And I was like, I don't know.
And it was a that was the Harry Potter themed
event. Was that one? Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's right.
So
I remember that
former
now.
City Councilman Gordon was wearing a full wizard's robe with the pointy hat. And he's just sitting on the bed with his arm around you, just consoling you. And it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. All right. Okay, we got 5 minutes. We're never going to get through our icebreakers.
Oh, gosh.
This has been an enjoyable Christmas party.
Right.
Nobody showed their butt to anybody.
Yet.
Yes, there's time. We're having pizza made for us now.
Right.
So, all right. Let's just pick a random one. What one do you want to? What do you want to answer? Let's see. There's a whole bunch.
One of my favorite Christmas food.
Oh, favorite Christmas food.
I'd say I don't know, man. Gingerbread. Gingerbread. I like gingerbread.
All right.
Gingerbread. Because that's like after. So like I'm all about pumpkin pie between October and December. But then once December hits, I'm about gingerbread.
Do you do the gingerbread cake or the cookies?
Cake.
Yeah, the cake, man. The cake is good stuff. Yeah, with some Cool Whip on top.
Yes.
Man, yeah, that's how you eat that shit.
Or regular whipped cream.
Yeah.
Normal ass.
Did you drink too much? You're now.
Well, I'm still suffering from the Christmas tree allergy.
Drink a little more while you're at it. So I would say my favorite holiday food.
Okay.
Of all foods in the history of foods,
and
I only make it this time of year, is Chex Mix, homemade Chex Mix.
Oh shit, yeah.
I only make it during the holidays.
You know what? I had a coworker who used to bring us a big bag of it every year. Well, not coworker. I mean, it was a manager at one of my jobs a couple of jobs ago. She used to always bring us like a big fucking a freezer bag, a Ziploc freezer bag full of Chex Mix. I don't think I've had like any homemade Chex Mix, and homemade Chex Mix is way better.
Yeah, I don't buy that. I don't do the fucking store-bought shit. There's none of that.
I mean, and let me tell you something. This is funny because wheat Chex is nobody's favorite fucking Chex in like for cereal, but for Chex Mix. The wheat Chex holds the most Worcestershire sauce.
I agree.
Of any of the Chexes. Am I right?
Yes, I agree. Except when I make it now, I leave out the wheat Chex only because we have multiple friends who have gluten allergies. So I leave out the wheat Chex and I get gluten-free pretzels because otherwise everything else is totally gluten-friendly. So
you have the little things that they're like crackers, but
the
they're
little
like
Melba toasts. The little
worm-looking thing.
I don't do that for my homemade mix. If I put anything else in it, would be Cheerios, but I don't.
Cheerios, okay.
Yeah, but I don't.
I can do with it. The Cheerios soak up the Worcestershire sauce pretty good too. Actually, if you put
the butter, like they're just butter bombs.
My God, yeah. I could go for some of that right now. Did you make any?
Not yet, but I will.
Okay.
Before our non-office Christmas party that I am hosting for close friends on Saturday. So we love you all, but none of you are invited except Bill. Unless you are invited and you're watching this. So just so you're invited. But we're hosting a.
You either know or you don't know. I guess
we're hosting a tiki themed Christmas party this weekend. And I will make Chex Mix for that. I'll make a lot of it. Last year I made 2 like big ass Tupperware bowls full of it.
Yeah.
I ate one.
You ate one by
I
yourself?
ate one by myself.
Like while you were making?
Pretty much. I ate it because it was actually.
That's always the thing. I do the same. Like if I'm making mac and cheese for a holiday party, I'll make like the one casserole dish of mac and cheese for the party, and the one mac and cheese for myself because I want to eat it tonight. Like I'm smelling it, and like I'm not gonna sit here and smell it and not eat it, right? Like that's crazy talk.
That's crazy talk.
Yeah. So
that's crazy talk. All
anyway.
right. Oh, only because I brought.
Talk about your favorite Christmas ornament.
Christmas ornament. So, is your favorite Christmas ornament this plastic Christmas egg?
Well, this is my second favorite. I told you the Karl Lagerfeld is still my favorite. Sorry.
So I actually went and got this off the tree. So the question was, what's your favorite Christmas ornament? I got this ornament. As you can see, it's a unicorn. I got this when I was about 12.
Oh, that's a 1970s Christmas ornament.
Well, not quite. I'm not that old.
Okay.
I'm old enough. In 1980s.
Okay.
Well,
but it looks like some 70s ornaments that my mom had. So
yeah,
that's why I said that.
Fuzzy. Like you can actually see
it's like
where like part of it was.
It's like the same kind of like it's felted in the way that like the battle cap from He-Man is felted.
That's exactly how he's felted.
If you guys want to play along at home, it's like that spray.
This
spray flocking that they put on plastic shit.
Exactly. And I'm pretty sure underneath is just styrofoam.
Yeah.
Like it's carved styrofoam. But it is, it's a little Christmas unicorn.
Oh,
and it is my favorite ornament, and I've had him since I was a small child.
You got a new unicorn just now.
I did. I would go get it from the tree, but I'm not going to. In New York, we went to see the Cloisters in New York, or the home of the tapestries of the unicorn. Oh, I still have more of that. I just poured that in there. The tapestries of the unicorn, and which I love. It's one of them is my favorite art of all time. And I bought one of the Tapestry of the unicorns as an ornament. So, yeah. See, but you do though, don't you? It's an assumption, but you do have the He-Man battle cap.
Yeah, I mean, come on, Doug. You got a battle cap.
At least you remember what it felt like.
You had, or if you don't have one now, you had one.
Correct.
You had one. Yeah, like exactly. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
It was just. Sorry, it wasn't Battle Cat. I'm thinking of Panther.
Oh, it was both. No, Battle
Cat wasn't flock. Battle Cat was just hard plastic and green. Panther, which is Skeletor's cat, was purple and flocked.
Oh, that's right.
All they did was they took a Battle Cat.
Yeah, you're right.
And they flocked it with purple flocking.
That's true. Yes, you are correct. You are correct, sir. I had Panther. In fact, when I was 9, we got a cat for Christmas. And she was a tortoiseshell, so she was mostly black with a little bit of orange.
And you named her Panther?
I wanted to name her Panther so bad. We named her Coco.
Oh.
But I did. That was the name I was going for. I was 9.
You're like, can we name her Panther?
But I often confuse Panther with Panthro from the
Thundercats, right?
So I was confused for a moment, but I'm no longer confused.
That's not the same thing, snarf, snarf.
What? Oh, I think Toast has made a comment.
Oh my
gosh. Hi, Toast. Toast
Look
is my
that.
cat. Look at that.
That's crazy.
She's made a comment. Yes, I gathered, because I'm pretty sure no human being typed that.
Like yo, but with a lot of spaces in between.
It really is.
Yo. All
right. So, Sick lizard-like black.
Yeah.
More fun to lick. But Jason's high toast. All right, folks. I think that is all from us. We're gonna go eat our Bill Has a Pizza.
We are.
Which is what we do after our shows.
Yeah.
So we will be back next week. It's our last show of the year. Next week is our last show of the year.
Yeah.
We have a very special show about Santa Claus.
Oh, Don, there's the Santa Claus, the bottle with the horny knees. He coming down the street with the shoes on his feet, and no, that's not how it goes.
That is not how it goes. It's not how it goes. So we have a whole, and I have visual aids. I've made a whole slideshow for next week.
All right.
I'm very excited about that.
We're going to talk about St. Nicholas of Mycenae.
Yep.
All right.
And all the other
versions
Santas
of that same thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there are some good ones too. You aren't even ready for the shit.
Oh my God! All right, well we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so we'll be here in a week talking all about Santa Claus, and then that will be our last show for the year. We'll be back in 2022. So join us next week, and we'll see you all soon.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody.
Wait, I gotta say the thing.
Oh shit! Bill has to say the shit.
Yeah. Bill
forgot.
Has Opinions is engineered and produced by Laura Lavoie, who doesn't necessarily share the opinions of Bill unless she shakes her head in agreement.
Especially about the YouTube version of.
Yeah, she doesn't agree with me about that YouTube.
Not at all.
Or probably our favorite version of A Christmas Carol.
Although we've come to an agreement.
You know, we kind of both like both of them. So there you go. What else was it? Also, don't blame Joe Bowman for any of this shit.
Do not, yeah.
He didn't pay us for that endorsement at all. Just you know, if you're in the Buncombe County area, please vote for that guy.
Or not, depending on what you choose.
I mean, yeah, you don't have to do what I say, but you know, it'd be nice if you did.
Sure.
What else? Be sure to like and subscribe on the YouTube and follow us on the Facebook and hashtag Opinion Gang if you talk about us. And be sure to send us some fan mail, ask us some questions.
Hate mail.
We loved it. Yeah, hate mail's good too. Tell us how much we suck, whatever. We don't care. Like there's no bad publicity the way we sees it.
The way we sees it.
Anyway, and tell your friends about us. And if you want a free sticker, just holler at me and I'll send one to you.
Yeah,
it's like that.
It actually, well, it will be free to you, but we'll pay.
Yeah, no, I'll pay
50
whatever
cents.
Whatever a stamp costs nowadays. I don't even fucking know anymore.
I don't either.
I thought they were 29 cents. I guess it's been a while.
Not even close. Yeah, I was going to say 34.
Goddamn, I'm an old man.
I think they're like 55 cents now.
I don't know. They don't even say. They just say forever. They have a picture.
Which also, BT Dubs is the best thing the post office has ever done for
right?
us. Right, because before it would go up every year, but you'd have all these like 33-cent stamps.
Yeah, you have to put like a 1 cent stamp beside it.
My 1 cent stamp.
No, I just buy the fucking ones with like R2D2 on them that say forever, and I'm like, whatever. That's true. I'll use them forever.
Okay. Did we do it all?
I think so. If we didn't, well, we'll get to it next time.
All right. When we might be a little less drunk.
Love you guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. But we'll see you next week before Christmas
hopefully.
anyway.
We'll see you.
All right. Bye, everybody. See you soon.